there! So you're considering starting your own podcast? Well, look no further than Le Studio Podcast MTL. We do it all. Regular podcast studio sessions, all of which come with your own producer. Helps take care of the back end so you could focus on podcasting. We offer solo podcasts as well, where as you can see, we can change your background. You can talk to the camera, maybe do product reviews. It's up to you, really. We also offer services including reel creation, some clip creation if you have a clips channel. We also offer extra editing services, creating intros, logos should you need it. We have a full-scale team ready to assist you today. Le Podcast Studio, Montreal.
Intellectuals in!
Ladies and gentlemen, intellectuals in, as they say. Wow, what an action-packed episode we have here today. With me, as always, is George Assily. But look at this. We got Nick here. And ladies and gentlemen, the Adam.
The man who needs no introduction, apparently.
You know,
No
as they say,
introduction needed. It's Adam.
as they say, when Adam is here, just let him speak.
Hello, folks. I think the very hello. I think
Your
the
nose
most
hair is
appropriate
fucked up.
thing.
I saw that before.
Your
It's been-
nose hair is
Oh
fucked.
man, I forgot.
The Tarzan vines.
Can we cut them? Do you have scissors
Well,
here?
I got a haircut recently.
You did.
important.
You did,
You
Adam.
cut the wrong
You
thing.
look good. You look good. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you still have those long vines coming out of your nose. They didn't...
Yeah.
I need this thing called an aide-mémoire, you know? When you're in the right place at the right time, you got to remember.
aide mémoire.
Can you look that up in that memoir?
He needs crib notes next time he goes to the barbershop.
Yeah.
What do I
he's
tell
got-
him? Hold on.
Nick, remember the last time you were with Adam? Nick, if you remember, everybody was in the cruising sketch where Adam had dollar bills attached to him. You remember what you did?
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, boy.
That was something nice. That was something beautiful, I have to say. I've never experienced that. As an adult male, I've never experienced
Adam, how do you
something
feel being back?
If I don't think about that prior time, then yeah, very good.
Okay,
That was a little on the edge what you guys did, but
a little on the edge.
I brought a pocket full of money. Just
How-
to
I'm a
stuff
podcaster,
dollars.
not an actor. So, you know, let's
how,
not mix the
How are you enjoying anonymity?
What can I say? I don't really think about it. You know,
Like a lot of other things in your life.
I'll give you that much.
George, I feel like we're wrapping it up. Are we done?
We just started.
Oh.
When you say anonymity, is it like Gamblers Anonymous? Like,
Oh,
Well,
just-
we want to thank Norm for the reason why you're here. What happened earlier today? Adam
I'll
called.
tell you the story.
Go
All right.
ahead.
So I call up Guido, and Guido wanted to lift because it's dreadfully cold. So I said no problem. And he had this guy named Norm. I don't know who he is, but
You know
he
Norm.
knows who I am if he sees me on the
He's
podcast.
a listener. He's an avid
Yeah.
listener.
And he told me, listen to what I have to tell you. We have your back. We're on your side. You know,
Aw.
don't listen to the wrong people. I'm not going to give any names on the podcast,
The
but
people you live with.
So, you know, he was very compassionate about the way he addressed me as per the issue of the podcast. So I said, I'll
was
come back on a...
What was the
One-time
line he said? I said,
basis.
"Oh, that's a good line." He said it was a real 12-step line. It was a line about gambling or something. He said,
Well, he said quite a number of things. He told me that first he was a sponsor. He said he had a sponsor that if you ever want to, I think he said if you want to drink alcohol, call me and I'll make sure you don't. And then he himself sponsored someone. So that was very impressive.
but he said there was a line. He said anyway. But one thing he doesn't isn't a sponsor of is the Canadian Dental Association.
yeah.
Tobacco stains.
yeah, that's-
Actually, he quit smoking. He quit smoking. I want to get Chantix.
I heard that makes you want to kill yourself.
Oh well,
One of the side effects.
No, we
What's
can't.
Chantix?
It's a stop smoking aid.
You kill yourself?
Well, yeah, you stop smoking because you get AIDS.
No,
Well,
you
you-
stop, you're just dead.
Yeah.
No, you can't smoke dead.
Yeah, you kill yourself because you can't smoke anymore.
What about the laser? The laser in the ear?
Oh, okay.
What?
How about candling? Do you ever go do that old Greek candling?
In the ear to take
Yeah.
yeah, it's bullshit.
What
ever
is
done
that?
that?
What's that?
Mano?
Candling?
Oh, it's quite. I don't know if it's real or if it's a fib. It's like old. It's kind of like the same old lady that reads the bottom of your espresso cup happens to also know the art of candle wax candling, and she puts.
I don't know that.
She lights up some kind of a flame. and
Yeah.
and this wax goes in your ear and that's it.
There you
Look
go.
it up. Oh, okay.
Candling.
It's like a hollow
Yeah.
sort of thing that they light on fire, and somehow
It's like hollow paper. Yeah, somehow, but it works. Does it work?
What
It
is
doesn't.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
What are the
if it
rave
works.
reviews?
Yeah,
What-
ask
what is-
ChatGPT, it'll tell you there's 5 R's in strawberry.
When I go to a massage parlor, this is the last thing I want the lady to do. To me.
Exactly.
You like to have
Maybe
the
they
candle
have-
wax dropped on your nipples. That's
I want it like in my urethra.
wonderful.
Have you
Yeah.
ever?
Imagine a candle wick coming out of a urethra. It's a different
know
type
what?
of catheter.
Yeah.
I went to urologist Dr. Guy Belair. Shout out, woohoo! And
Is it Quebec?
my urethra has been getting smaller.
Okay,
Is that good?
No.
Well,
that's
And,
bad.
it causes my pee spray to become like, exactly like the Windex nozzle. If you put it on number 1, it
Yeah.
sprays straight. If you put it on number 2, it sprays
I
outward.
feel like
So my urethra. So he stuck what appeared like the old school McDonald's straw
yeah.
in my urethra, and it sucked and it burned, and it was a form of maybe Vietnamese torture.
Yeah, I feel like if
And I had my legs up in stirrups like I was giving birth.
ooh,
Yeah,
go home, soldier.
it was not fun. But I also saw Missing in Action Part 2.
Missing in Action Part 2.
It's
What
where
is that?
Chuck Norris goes back to Vietnam.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's Part 1? He's in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
I mean, you don't, if something's perfect, you don't ruin it, right?
I mean, come on.
How many versions are there?
3. Part 3 is Braddock. Missing in Action 3.
Where does he go for Part 3?
Back to Vietnam.
So Vietnam
This should be
outnumbers
like-
the other places 2-1, eh?
Canon Films. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's always
Canon
Vietnam.
Films, the 80, yeah.
Next one, he goes to part 5. He's in Thailand. He untransitions
That's right.
a ladyboy.
I got
You're gonna be a man.
I got one of those things that came by on my feed. It's a picture of Caitlyn Jenner, but like very manly appearing.
Okay.
Caitlyn Jenner back to factory settings.
A factory
I've seen that.
reset.
I've seen that one.
Factory reset, whatever. But it's not true. It's still, it's anyway. Do you have that Filipino mayor? Did you see the Filipino mayor?
No.
All right, check it out.
All right, let's
So-
watch this.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah,
I
what
love-
the hell did the look at that?
I love Live Leak. God damn.
How mad do you have to be at your mayor? That's the mayor. That's the mayor of this district.
Did you see how he paraded the car
This- I
around
don't
the
be-
neighborhood after?
He looks like the Libyans in Back to the Future. He has the oh my god.
Wow.
He has a bazooka. What did the mayor do to you for you to decide, hey Marge, today I'm grabbing the bazooka?
Brother, he get that one from my brother in Lebanon.
Like seriously.
Did they
Honestly.
find the guy who did this? Did the authorities find the guy?
I
who
don't
did-
know, but
Oh,
let me tell you
shit.
that
he survived too. That's fucking crazy.
you
That
think
thing's bulletproof.
you think Toyota stock went up?
Fuck. Yeah, probably.
Absolutely, Toyota
4x
stock.
on my investment.
Ah,
Look at
so
that.
You know what? I will say this though. He did.
I can't
He,
believe they're not a violent country. as
he
far as I
did.
know.
No, they're Catholic.
He knew what he was doing though.
Yeah.
not like Iran
because,
or, you know.
because stop. Look at because
Iran.
our RPG has like a back blast. So if there's like something like behind it, obscuring it, like you will die.
So he's
or you will
used to
get
doing
injured.
that, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Okay.
he knew what he was doing with that
Yeah.
RPG.
Okay,
When I
that makes
first saw the
sense.
video, I thought the guy in the back was going to get the blast.
Yeah.
That's what I thought the video was, and then I saw it hit the car, and then my mind changed.
That's what happened
Yeah.
in
ADD
Commando
mind.
when she did it backwards in the movie Commando. Which
Wow.
was
Oh yeah, that's
she
so
did it
fun.
backwards and blew the thing in the back.
Yeah, so.
But incredible. Did we ever find out what he did? Can we? What did the mayor do?
Just be Asian.
Philippine mayor unharmed after
who's
being hit by
being Asian?
RPG in his armored Toyota. That Toyota stock went up, my friend.
The subreddit is called Tank Porn.
He went and he paraded his truck around in the favela or the town wherever he is to show them how undamaged it was.
I know that Philippines,
Wow.
they eat spam a lot. Spam a lot. It's a Broadway show.
They also eat this stuff called Pag Peg.
What's
you ever heard of Pag Peg?
What is Pag
What's Peg Peg?
So
Spam
Sounds
is
like a
kind of meat,
karaoke,
right?
So they go-
karaoke place.
So they go around at night, these people that have these little food stalls in the street. So they go to like Jollibee's. You guys know that
Yeah.
super famous.
Yeah, Jollibee. Yeah.
So they go to the garbage. They get all the bones and skin that's left over that if people have eaten.
Okay, food waste.
all the food waste. So they scrape all the meat off of whatever they find. They chop it up. They wash it in water, and then they fry it in the morning and serve it to people. And it's super cheap. Yeah, search up Pag Peg.
Let's look at Pag Peg.
Wait a minute. It's made from food scraps?
It's made from food scraps. Just like in China, they harvest the oil out of the sewers.
We need to RPG more Filipinos. This is disgusting.
Wait, but food scraps that I guess
half-eaten. Like Adam took a bite of the chicken, they threw it away, and now
look,
Adam, would you
it
eat?
comes from a good place. Let's not waste food,
Mister.
But in theory, the heat from the food should kill the bacteria, but it's still disgusting. I won't do it. I'm sorry.
Adam, would you eat Pag Peg?
I'd have to know more about it.
We're gonna find out what we're gonna learn
Leftover
together.
food, usually from fast food restaurant garbage in the Philippines. It is collected, washed, and recooked, often as a stew.
Pag
Originated
Peg.
for extreme poverty and Metro Manila slum, serves as a desperate food source for the urban poor. It is highly hazardous to the health.
No,
Definition
thank
process:
you.
Pag Peg literally means to shake off dirt or dust, referring to the process.
Did you
Often fried chicken pizza.
Did you say
wow.
Adam, did you say no thank you?
I said no, thank you.
Hello, Mister.
You're infamous for like not answering a question, but you're so disgusted at the idea of Pag Peg, you're like, no.
Socioeconomic context.
I
It is
try
not
to
a
stay away
choice,
from
but a
foods.
survival tactic.
Yeah, thank you.
He would be into it if it said Peg Peg.
That's right.
Peg
Peg Peg.
Peg Peg, he would definitely be into it 100%.
Hey, is this fucking Asian
Adam.
brought I fucked last week? Ow!
Two lady boys and Adam. That's a
Peg Peg.
Peg away.
Peg Peg.
Adam, can you tell us about your stint at St. Mary's Hospital?
All right. This
What
was
happened?
like 20 years ago. Guido started a conversation with me whereby he said some hospital he wanted to go to on the French side.
Because I
He
hear
said
that
they have a really nice
that,
cafeteria.
Yeah, Rosemont, Maisonneuve Rosemont has a really good cafeteria.
wow.
If you want to go eat good, bro, Sacré-Cœur has a good cafeteria too.
I have to tell you, what the Notre Dame Hospital. I went there. I had a chicken and brie sandwich.
Yes, it was-
No word of a lie. I was actually surprised. And I was like, oh, this is it's fucking not bad.
No, I'm telling you,
$4.
I want to write a cookbook about all the recipes I got over. Anyway, so
From
so
hospitals?
yes. So Adam, I told
gonna be a
you.
nice-
I
1950s
inadvertently
cookbook.
blurted something I should have blurted out, but I'll get it
yeah,
out.
you asked about St. Mary's, and then you proceeded to tell me about your.
I worked there at the Tim Hortons at St.
Adam
Mary's.
is a Tim Hortons worker.
former
Old Timmy Bud.
For how
Is
long?
it Tim? No, not Tim. Sorry, not Tim. Second Cup. Excuse me.
Okay,
The
Second Cup. Okay.
I'm a former Second Cup worker, and I think I
Employee.
lasted there for about 3 hours.
So
I don't use the word fired, but I got told to leave after.
So you
after
worked
my
3
first
hours, and they were
shift.
like, "No, it's not for you."
And they don't pay training, so
Whoever you worked with said it's not for you.
That's
What-
what
what
not to
happened?
pay for
I
training.
was just slow. I didn't do anything in it. I didn't do anything inappropriate. I was just not, I didn't fit the profile of a person who was
Yeah, I
fast
think
enough.
you look like a guy who was staring into space, not like picking up like something or. I get the idea of you staring out into space when you should be like wiping the counter or something.
I'll say another story very similar to this one. I worked at Tim Hortons, and I think they kept me for maybe 3 or 4 shifts.
Oh, okay. So you did
same
better at Tim
result,
Hortons.
Same result. Go ahead. You had something.
You're not cut out for the donut world.
You said you didn't do anything inappropriate. I think that just you touching things that people will put into their mouth will be inappropriate.
Nick has a point.
Let everybody in this room draw whatever conclusion
I
they
don't-
want, but I was just too slow, you know?
I don't
There's
see
like-
you, Adam, and like, ooh, I really want a coffee and a sandwich right now. No.
But how can you like after a shift? They
I worked
fired
at,
you.
now that I think about it, I worked at Subway. I don't know if you guys know this. It's not there anymore. The Subway on Côte
sandwich
d'Anèche. Subway
you-
restaurant on Côte d'Anèche.
How long did you work
I
there?
worked there 2 weeks.
Are
I
you
was
secretly
too
Indian? What the
slow.
fuck is Subway? Tim Hortons?
Actually, my boss was Indian, now that I think about it.
So you're the longest job you've had is this one you have now, right?
If you guys want to get technical and insist on nobody working for my father, I guess so.
Oh, okay. Besides
The
the
family
family
business.
business of whatever it was you
Yeah,
did,
he was an
killing
engineer.
people.
Let the
Oh,
man
you
kill
said
people.
there was a mistake, by the way, in our
Engineered
last
chaos.
episode. You said
Okay,
there was a
I'll s-
mistake.
Now, this story is a little bit embarrassing, but it's also funny. So,
shot
and
your
it
pants.
happened. It was in the year 2001. I'm very good with-
2001,
Yes.
not September.
a shit odyssey. Let's go.
So Guido got half the story right, so I wanted to correct him. My father was going to the Czech Republic and he was flying to Germany. This was Christmas time, right? It was a Christmas vacation. And I don't remember why, but I remember he left about a week before I did. And you may or may not know this, but if you fly from New York to Frankfurt, which is one country away from the Czech Republic, thank you. United used to have a really cheap flight. It was either New York, Frankfurt, or New York, Washington, Washington, Frankfurt for like $500. Even though it was a US funds, it was still a lot cheaper than 1,000 Canadian for Montreal. So I got the idea. I found a cheap ticket using the following.
From LaGuardia.
I don't remember which airport. I think it was LaGuardia actually, yeah. So I had to get to New York, right? So I was like, I didn't know at the time that there were overnight buses to New York. Hello, you know? So I was successful. I even remember the price. It was about $72, an American Airlines flight going from Burlington, Vermont to New York.
So you had to get to Burlington International Airport.
Exactly. Now listen to this.
All right. I can see where this is going.
I had my father's car, and I thought, it was just, my father told me after the fact, your idea was good. Your planning was pathetic, but your idea was good. Your planning was pretty pathetic. So I drove the car. I left my father's car on the Quebec side. It wasn't far from the Quebec-Vermont border. And by chance, there was this truck driver who had stopped there. And I said, do you mind if I hitch a ride with you down? He was going to Boston, and I'm sure you know the I-89 stops in Burlington. He said, no problem. There's another part to the story. When we got to customs, he basically dropped me off. I walked in the office and I said I don't remember what the story. I said I was going to New York City. So you walked through the border. I said, I don't want to get you in any trouble with the customs guys. So I walked from the truck. Like, they can hold the trucks for a long time.
So he said, how did you get here? That guy dropped me off. Where did you come from? Like
Luckily, they didn't grill me. Luckily. Right.
Meanwhile, you have your dad's keys in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So anyway, that was minor. Thankfully, the guy said, "Okay, fine." He said, "Have you ever been arrested?" I said, "No," which was true.
Little did they know.
They didn't ask me, "Are you going to be arrested?" They asked me, "Have you ever been arrested?" So I got across, no problem. So I went back with the trucker. He dropped me off on the I-89. It was maybe half a mile from the airport. All this was done at like maybe 2 a.m, and I remember being dropped off. The flight was something I think 6:30 a.m. So I got dropped off by about 4:30 a.m. It was about a 20-minute walk to the airport, and boom. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. I could have left the keys in the car, but
chose to make your dad's life difficult.
I was scared. If you break into a car and you find the keys.
So now your dad didn't bring his spare when he went to pick up the car.
I don't think there was any spare. That's a very good point, but I don't think there was any. In any case, I told my father
what kind of car was it?
A Chrysler New Yorker.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I told my father kind of a half-truth.
I don't know what that is.
Shifted gear like this.
I don't know what that is.
It's a high-end Chrysler. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
What do you do? What is that? Honk honk?
No,
what is that?
when you shift the drive and the neutral is not here.
Yeah,
it's here.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I miss when there was no center console in the cars.
It's right here.
It's right here.
It's right here.
So let me finish telling the story. So I get to New York. Everything is good. Luckily, as I said earlier on, the plane, there was a change of plane in Washington, and I didn't have time in New York. When I was in Washington, I went to some shipping company. I explained the story. Could you guys please ship this to Montreal?
Oh, my God.
And I don't think I had money. I said, okay, we're going to ship and I'll get the hell out of here.
Of course you had no money.
I don't remember. I guess I ran out. In any case, so the keys, I wanted the keys to go back to Montreal. They got there, but like a week later. So A, my father's car is near the border, and B, he's got no keys. So he was pretty steamed, right? He had to take a taxi to work. So
you had to take a taxi from the border to work, by the way.
No, that's what you got wrong.
Oh.
I told my father that his car was at the border. And so there were two problems. One was that the car wasn't in Montreal. And two, the problem was that where are the keys? So he couldn't do anything, right? He's not going to call. Okay, he could have called the tow truck. That would have been very expensive. So the keys came. I don't remember. Let's say a week later. That was part one. Okay, he has the keys. Then he had to find a taxi. Where did you park my car?
Oh, so much fun.
There was a big storm going on at the time. So it was in a big heap of stuff. Anyways, he got the car back. He said, I give you credit for doing what you did, but your
intentions were good.
I should have.
But your actions have since then caused your dad to pass away.
And then he died at the end.
Incident,
what the fuck?
The whole thing I heard through that whole story was short story long.
Well, I wanted to correct Guido, so we didn't get.
You see, it's very important for somebody on the spectrum to get all the details correct for no reason.
And I also remember an interesting part of the story. He had a worker. I still remember his name. His name was Andre.
Andre,
yeah.
Okay.
And I remember he was calling all the restaurants like in that area. Do you guys see a green New Yorker parked there?
Oh,
it's
no.
just so embarrassing. A car came back to, like I said, the job. I got the job done. I got the guy out on the plane in time.
Son of a bitch.
Adam,
Very unconventional, but I got
so
the
you've
job
been
done.
working, driving the kids around. Everything's good.
Yep.
Apparently, one of the kids was scared to come into your car because he was told not to talk to strangers.
And that's a stranger you do not want to talk to. That's definitely a stranger you don't want to talk to.
We spoke about this last time. There are certain things that have to remain. I would appreciate if they remain personal. Okay.
Oh, right. I'm not the one that made it weird. No,
Okay.
you did.
How about this? Eat any.
All right, I'll tell you without telling you.
All right.
Some kids are, they have special needs and what have you. And some of them are they're very regimented, I guess you could say. If they don't know their regular driver, they don't want to get in the car with me.
I see. Okay, that's kind of okay.
It happened twice actually. Once just now and once last year. But
Maybe because they're so special in school, they get all this attention and they see you and you're
Who's
like,
not
wow,
so special.
your fire burns so much brighter than their fire. He was afraid. He's like, oh man, I'm going to get lost in here.
You said regimented. Good choice of words. Let me ask you guys this, okay? Because we did this last time, and we got a lot of fan mail asking us at the intellectuals at gmail.com.
What's that?
We loved your riddles. So
Riddles?
Yes. Now, guys, picture this. We have a pitch black room.
All right.
Now, you have 4 things in this pitch black room.
My eyes are closed.
A match.
A match.
A kerosene lamp.
What is that?
A camping lamp.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Camping
yeah.
stove.
Yeah.
A candle
All right.
and a fireplace.
Okay.
Which one do you light first?
So it's a lamp and what else? A candle.
It is a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, a fireplace.
Kerosene lamp. Oh, okay.
Kerosene lamp.
it's based on logic, right?
Okay,
I think I'd light the candle first.
I'd
right.
like the kerosene lamp
You would, Adam?
or the match. Obviously,
Actually,
that's
you
the
gotta-
answer is
Starts
the
with the
match.
match.
It's got to be the
You're not
match.
gonna go anywhere.
It's the match. You light the
We've
match
all been had.
first, you people.
We've all been fucking
All right,
had.
all right.
I was gonna do a good pun. What kind of match? A soccer match? A hockey match?
You light the soccer match on fire. You kill everybody. You kill
I've seen a couple
everybody.
of those in Europe.
Yeah, you light the soccer team on fire.
All right, I got another one. You
Fucking
ready?
Uday and Kusei over here.
Uday and Kusei, Saddam
Fucking
Hussein's son.
Uday.
What a shout out.
It's Saddam and Sons.
What is Uday? An elevator, okay?
Okay.
There's a woman who lives on the 30th floor.
Okay.
Now, she is known to always take the elevator to the 20th floor.
A commercial building or residential?
Residential. She
Okay.
lives on the 30th floor.
That's a big ass commercial fucking building.
So-
Plot thickens.
It's New York. So she
Residential, you said, not commercial.
residential.
Oh, right.
So she takes,
Residential.
she lives on the 30th floor.
that motherfucking pussy residential.
She takes the elevator to the 20th floor and walks the last 10 floors
Okay.
by the stairs,
Okay.
except when it rains.
All right.
When it rains, she goes to the 30th floor at the elevator. Why?
Something to do with maybe her being afraid of being in an elevator so high?
Okay, now, this lady always takes the elevator to the 20th
Unless
floor.
it rains.
Unless it rains.
Maybe she's more afraid of rain than she is of the elevator?
How does that
Does she live on the
I don't
top
know,
of the
I'm just-
fucking Eiffel Tower? What is she's?
Yeah.
She is
How old is this woman?
of 35.
What's her? What's her?
What does the age have to do with anything?
I'm
What-
trying to get as much
What's her
information, background
dimensions?
information.
What's her?
George is
Your
smart.
fucking face.
She's a big old fatty.
She is a midget.
A midget.
You see, when it rains, she carries an elevator so she could reach the button to hit 30.
Oh, quite.
When she's not raining, she can't hit the 30th. She hits only
Say
the
that
20th.
again.
The
Say that
stoop
again.
is an elevator. The stoop. She brings a stoop
She
with her to
she
stand
brings
on.
an when it rains, she has an umbrella in her hand and she can hit the button that says 30. When it's not raining, she can only reach the 20th
This
button.
is a child.
This is a midget, a little person.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
I am
You know what's
stupider.
not interesting? Yeah.
Stupider. I just
Can you
became
think of
stupider.
any of the jokes of that calendar you have where every one day in a year represents? There's so many, eh? That calendar you have where every single day there's a joke written on that paper.
How many jokes were there?
A friend of mine was a scarecrow.
Hold on.
He did outstanding in his field.
Oh, fuck.
I got one. I heard this one on the radio.
Thank you.
Yes, that's a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Adam, you know the one about the 2 gay guys?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you could.
Well, what is it?
It's a, I guess, an anecdote, a joke. I don't know.
Let's hear
We'll
it.
figure it out as we go along. So 2 gay guys get together. They say, you know what? One of them says to the other one, I'm going to blindfold you, stick things inside your ass. You have to guess what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so they start off the game. One gay guy blindfolds the other and goes to the fridge, grabs a carrot, pop, sticks it inside his ass. He's like, "Oh, it's pointy, it's rough, it's
Orange.
long, it's a carrot." Okay, very good. So next he goes back to the fridge, grabs a cucumber, pop, sticks it inside his butt. Says, "Oh, it's cold, it's smooth, it's round, it's big, it's a cucumber." Says, this fucking fag is smart. He can pick off
Delicious.
everything. So he's trying to, what can I stick in there that he'll never fucking guess, right?
Yeah.
So he starts walking around the house, So he's walking through the washroom and he goes and grabs that.
Plunger.
Oh, you're good at this game, huh? Oh, yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah. He was supposed to react a plunger, and that's why I was being like, "Oh, you're good at this game." That's He was the gay guy.
Oh.
That was the.
Hey, you're gay.
I retract my former. I retract it.
I'm gay.
I have a joke. It's actually regarding plumbers. So I heard this on the radio. It's not my joke, but I find it pretty funny. What's one very important principle to understand when you've just graduated regarding information about learning about plumbing?
Ass cracks.
That it has to stick to you. I got to remember how the joke goes. That it has to. Remember I told it to you? The guy, the son of the announcer is a plumber and he just graduated from plumbing school. You have to make. Hold on. Okay, I'll get back to you guys. The joke was what's really important about information when you plumb. And, sorry, I remember the answer now. You have to make sure that the information sinks in.
Oh, I like that one.
Adam, speaking of sinking in, how's it going with your 92.9 FM girlfriend?
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, means something's going on. For anybody that doesn't know, Adam has an ongoing relationship with the afternoon drive girl there at 92.9
Really?
in, where is that? In
That's pretty
Lake
hot.
Champlain in USA. And Adam wants her to sponsor him across the border.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know what you're smoking, but
It's indica. Yeah. I am.
That's
smoking.
amazing. You're getting a radio pussy instead of.
There we go. So that's
gay,
Adam's girlfriend.
Gay podcast.
She's Italian.
Penis.
Oh, she's in the morning, 5 to 9. Adam.
Oh, that's so hot, dude.
Is that her, or is she the one? No, which one is she? Delilah? Which one is she?
Yeah. Don't worry
You
about
listen
it.
to
though.
4
Wait,
hours
is she
of this broad in the
Delilah
morning
or
beating
Mel?
off.
Mary, yeah.
Mary?
That's wonderful.
Mary's the one that's your friend.
Mike and Mary.
Oh, she's cute. Look at her.
Let's
Adam.
look at Mike and Mary.
Mike and Mary in the
click
morning.
that picture real quick. Let's see
Oh,
Mike
well,
and Mary.
good
What is
morning.
So this guy beats off for 4 hours every morning.
that? Oh, look at that.
Mike
Listen to
and
the radio.
Mary.
That's pretty sick. Man.
Hey, Mike and Mary in the morning. Oh, look how she's got her arm on his shoulder like,
see?
we're just hanging out.
That could be you.
You
Email
just have
Mike.
to shave the rest of the hair, bud.
Email
Exactly.
Mary.
That could be Adam and Mary.
Mike looks like Walter White.
You can kill off Mike.
Mike looks like Walter White.
Fuck, man.
I love this.
He does. He's a little bit of the Breaking Bad thing going
Yeah,
on.
the Ted Richards Show.
Do you feel?
Why does their website look like
I
it's
talk
from
on the radio.
1998?
They think they're going to talk on the radio. I talk on the radio.
I'm the one who talks.
Can we
Exactly,
listen
I'm the one who
live?
talks.
Can we listen?
say my name, Mike?
in the morning.
Oh, yeah, let's
Goddamn right, Mike in the morning.
Look, he's like, I'm married.
You know who's on now?
No,
She's got a
great.
syndicated show, Delilah from Seattle.
Oh, you're listening to Delilah from Seattle?
Guido.
Me and about 3 million other people are.
You remember
Yes.
Lovers and Other Strangers?
I love that.
On
With,
Q92, yeah.
Lovers and Other Strangers is great.
They had her
Are
on
you
that
Lovers and
station. I
Other
don't know why they don't
Strangers?
have her anymore.
Are you happy that Adam has found radio love instead of podcast gay faggotry here?
I prefer
I think he's found
if
both.
Adam stayed with the Gay faggotry.
Gay fag-
Adam,
I'm proud of you, Adam.
Adam, I'm proud of it too.
Do you ever like clean your glasses?
I say there's no better time to clean them than on a podcast
but
with
like-
your jacket.
But do you ever like clean your glasses and people think you're jerking off, but you just clean your glasses?
That's why the kid didn't
I
get in
was
the car.
about to say yes,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
after that second part of your question, I'm not so sure
Jerking
what I
off?
should answer.
George, don't be a silly.
I'm a silly guy.
Adam, is
Silly
it
how?
General
Adam.
Motors?
Ooh.
What's
I'm
better
going to
than...
found my own company. You got General Motors, a company that's got billions of dollars. I'm going to set up a company worth only $1 billion called Specific
Can you
Motors.
play the
General
Seinfeld theme
Motors on
song? Can you please play the Seinfeld theme song? I know you have it in there. I
I
know you have it in there. Play the Seinfeld theme song real quick. Fuck, man. You got it?
Tonight,
All right, here we go.
Lovers and Other Strangers.
Right,
We have
here.
Adam.
Here we go. Here we go. It's loading? All right. What's the deal with General Motors? Why can't it be Specific Motors? All right, you're done. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Adam, you have any more?
I'd have to get back to you, but for now, no.
Okay, you got one. I know you have one.
Let's plot to kill Mike in the morning.
You're out of here, Mike. We're coming for you.
We got a fucking driver here. We got a hitman. Fucking Trojan horse, that motherfucker.
I got a better
man.
one. Let's do a hostile takeover.
Of Mike
It's a
and
business
of Mary's
term.
vagina. What
Do
do
you
we
guys
do
know
here?
that term? Hostile takeover?
Oh, yeah.
Hostile takeover.
No, seriously. It's when you basically, for example, it's very sad that
It's
this
not
happened to my
rape.
father's
It's just
company.
hostile takeover.
When people come in
Of the
and
pussy.
buy enough shares and control the company, then the old management are basically
I
ousted.
swear the company
It's
wanted to
totally
take
like,
over.
company.
Did you see the way
NWO
all of
showed
the
up.
people dress in there?
The company wanted the hostile takeover. Look at they were wearing casual
It's
Fridays
hostile
every
only
day.
in the boardroom, not in reality, though.
It
so.
is freezing, guys. Have you guys been keeping warm? What's been going on?
I've been getting fatter.
So have I. I really fell off of
I'm
that
getting fat. I
diet
don't like
wagon.
it. Yeah.
You got a hell of a rug coming out of your shirt. I like it though.
You like that?
Makes
Little
me think.
hamburger meat.
My
Like
God,
that?
you look like Burt Reynolds, bro.
Look, but look at this
That
shit.
is.
Well, look at this.
That is no
Nothing's-
nothing under.
Nothing's
he not
under.
Greek?
That is.
We
You
come-
got some Alec Baldwin chest
It's
there.
all up here.
Jesus, he's got a
all up
gorilla
here.
coming out of his chest, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
up here.
There,
Hold on, let me.
He's George from Zack and Fuss.
you do.
what's
you
that?
definitely look like a Greek waiter.
Yeah. What can I get you tonight? You like souvlakis? I have 2 plates for you. I have everything.
When I was-
And for your wonderful wife, I have Greek sausage.
Oh, I love that. I forgot how good Nick is at accents. Okay, so that's Greek waiter guy.
Do you guys want to know something incredible I found out today about a former radio announcer?
What's that?
You remember on Q92, they had that guy Tasso Patsikakis?
Yes.
He's not Greek. He's Lebanese. His real
I
name is
know.
something. I did not
What?
know that.
Oh, Habibi Patikakis. How is that?
Let me hear your Arab.
You Lebanese guy? Or?
He's a Lebanese guy. He's different. You know, I make shawarma, bro. I'm working every day. Shawarma.
It's like that bro in there.
I have idea, Baba. You open
Baba?
up one shawarma store. We call it Shawarma Hut.
Okay.
One shawarma hut every corner. We take
Fuck,
over
man.
slowly. One sandwich
I
at a
like
time.
that. You got the yes boss in there. Yes
Yeah,
boss.
throw-
my
throw-
friend. Welcome,
But
my
now
friend.
throw-
If you
other-
want one of those French tacos, je te
Yeah.
jure, mon frère, tu veux manger un taco français, on va faire ça grillé. Moi, je te connais, tu aimes la mayonnaise, hein, toi? One of those situations.
Moroccan, Algerian guy.
This guy's a real linguist, eh?
Oh, he is.
English,
There's
French,
Spanish
Wow.
lady. I like Spanish lady.
Is you Spanish lady?
Mais seulement si elle parle en français, si elle va parler comme ça, elle va aller sur la Saint-Aubert pour acheter les vêtements.
It's incredible.
He's so happy.
He's nailing French-speaking Latina woman. Who the hell does that? It's so specific.
I noticed something to like the past 5
My
minutes.
face lights up when he does
Well, it lights up with that, and also you also lit up when I asked what are her dimensions. But when we got to the gay joke, you're like, I don't want any.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I was.
When we
Yeah.
got to the gay joke.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he's
What
going
is
gay.
that? What
That's
are-
right. It's low-hanging fruit like balls. Like low-hanging balls.
But anytime it's like a woman, it's like ooh.
Yeah, no, because gay jokes are like, oh wait, I heard a good one today.
A gay joke?
C'est toute la blague de
That's the
gay,
all
les
the time.
homosexuels.
Oh, Italian neighbor guy.
Hey, je sortis toute la matin. Je vois, hey, Tony, Mais la neige, Nicky, ça comment ça neige chaque jour? C'est quoi ça? The guy's been here for 70 years in Canada. He's been through 70 winters. C'est quoi? Et je comprends pas. C'est toute la neige, la ville, ça passe. Ça pousse la neige. It's like, yeah, they're pushing the no snow around. Yeah, that's what's happening, Tony.
Ça pousse la neige.
I'm surprised you don't work for a radio station doing voiceovers, man.
Well,
You're
why do you think
amazing.
he's sitting here right now? Can you do
This is my debut, Adam.
black guy? Like
Tell me what kind.
I don't know, Haitian.
You know, baby, I'm from Haiti. I used to be a professor back in Haiti. Now I'm here in Montreal. I'm driving a taxi.
Aren't they all professors? Fuck.
Yeah,
I grew up with a lot of Ghanaians.
African professor
So
guy.
I used to have this guy, Alton, used to come to my restaurant, and his, young kid, vagabond type, in the streets, yo-yo, this type of thing.
Wow.
So his mother used to come to the restaurant looking for him, real Ghanaian mother, like bowl of fruit on the head, walking through the crowded marketplace type mother. And she used to walk
fruit
aside.
on the head.
Where's Alton? He live in his room like garbage, abois, which means animal. Here's abois, Where is Alton? I used to look at him. I don't know where Alton is, but when I see him, I will send him straight to the home. I beat him, Don't forget.
Love it. I love it.
Did the
Are you
accent
talking
back
about
to her?
Ghanaian?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
That's so fucking
I
funny.
used to have Vietnamese people come to.
Oh, here we go.
So I used to work at a restaurant called La Ligne Rouge. It's on Saint Denis and Jean Talon. Super, been there 45 years. Super famous. 50% of the customers are Latino, 30% Vietnamese, and the rest are Quebecois, right? So I used to be there, and it used to be like, Madame, a Vietnamese lady would come in, a thick Vietnamese accent, and be like, Madame, manger ici emporté? And she'd look at me like completely blank, like complete blank face, like she doesn't know what I'm talking about. Like, manger ici ou emporté? And she's like, blank face. I'm like, manger ici, papoté. And I shook my hands like that. She's like, papoté. So sometimes you have to,
You mimic.
so
What about Irving, the old Jewish man?
You go see Irving sometimes. He gives you some good advice. You come around, he tells you how to invest your shekels. And when you go back to your house, you look inside your bank account, there's a couple of extras. Don't forget him when he comes around.
It's like a baby voice. Like Jews are like, it's like adult baby voice with Jews.
They're very, so I worked with these guys for years doing party rentals.
Yeah.
Tables, chairs, kosher dishes, like absolutely
Ernie's and Ellie's.
Absurd, neurotic type things, like completely. We used to
correct.
we used to work on Fridays, and Fridays were crunch day before the Sabbath, right? People no, we need to get the dishes out. One more box. It's like the sun is going down. We have to get the truck out.
They leave work early on Fridays, I know.
And they're pushing you, they're screaming, they're yelling. The one woman, Ida, the daughter, she'd be walking around with 3 kids. She had 11 kids.
11.
Mr. Rosenberg.
11.
They have a lot of kids.
14 children, 62 grandkids already.
I thought you said 11, not 14.
That's a lot of welfare
She has
money.
11.
Oh, but she was one of 14.
She was one
That
of 14
is-
and she has 11. 62 grandkids.
With the
he
same
has.
husband, or?
No, she's a whore.
How do you do There's no divorce for the Jewish people.
I don't know.
With the same husband?
And the babies and the crying and the C-section. Oh, enough for
It was kind of rude to interrupt, but I want that. When you say Guinea, like the country in Africa?
No, like a derogatory term
Like
for
the
a
Italian,
wop.
like these guys here.
No, when you said you grew up with Guinea, you had a lot of Guineans.
Here's
Like
my
Guinea Conakry, there's 3
impression of
Guineas
Guinea.
in Africa.
Okay, it's not the Guinea-Bissau.
No,
It's not
that's
the
Portuguese.
It's not Equatorial
It's the
Guinea.
French-speaking Guinea.
I actually said Ghana.
Oh,
Ghanaian.
Oh.
What are other accents?
They're
Have
actually
we
not
done
far
more?
from.
I mean,
Did you
what
know
is
those
it,
two countries are
Russian,
not far from each
Latino?
other?
I do a couple of
Can you
accents.
do Adam?
No, sorry, Adam. That's disrespectful. But,
That's
do it again in a
disrespectful.
drop of a hat.
That's disrespectful to Adam.
Yeah.
You speak Adamese.
I do a couple of Asians, a couple of Russians, like Russian, French. I used to work at a restaurant. It was called where Doubles is on Park Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah? Oh, shit.
So it used to be this place. They used to wash money, these Russians. They used to be called En Couleur. There was no color in that place. 3 customers a day, like really dead. And they used to walk in, and I took the time. I would drink a Silex of coffee. I'd clean the kitchen. I'd organize. I'd keep myself busy, right? They were giving me $600 a week cash to do nothing.
Okay,
This
a
is
pretty
like,
good job. You were just a
15 years ago, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you were literally in the kitchen. Yeah,
Doing nothing. And 15 years ago, that was very good money, right?
still is now.
So
but-
they used to come inside. Brett, tu vas me faire un hamburger. Je vais manger ici avec mes frères.
Now Russian French, man,
Jesus
come on.
Christ.
It is something that tweaks your brain. You hear
Russian
that? And it
French.
Russian
Wow.
French is
Wow.
crazy.
Je vais rentrer dans mon voiture et arrêter le feu rouge. Moi, j'ai dit, Brent, je veux sortir. Casser ta tête, hein, Brent. Quoi, tu veux jouer avec moi?
You're so like fucking meta here. Like now you're on a subdivision here. You're not only doing the accent, but you're doing the French Russian.
It's a character.
He can speak
That's
French
crazy.
in Russian.
That's
Russian
crazy.
people, when they're speaking English and speaking a little bit of a different way, but when they're speaking in French, they accentuate all of their word.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was,
What's the Greekster?
The Greeks, oh no.
There's many different type of Greekster, my friend. You know.
No, but this guy, you could
This
tell that's
is re-
already older guy.
This is recent Greek person. I just come from Greece. I immigrate. You know the financial crisis in Greece. I come over here. Now I do tech job. No problem. I find a nice little Quebecois wife. It's okay. But then...
Can you do British?
I can do British. It's not a problem today. Today on the BBC, we have a guest from all the way from Montreal. We have with us Adam. He's been arrested 14 times for children trafficking.
Wrong, 11 times.
11 times. Like, that makes it any better. My goodness.
Trafficking children.
Yeah. I've always had trouble with the Irish accent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, it's Scottish, Irish. I can't
Scottish,
do,
Irish.
I can do Australian. It's the best
Can you
one
do
I can
Indian?
do.
Oh, brother, I do a very good Indian accent. I do Indian accent. This is from mid-southern India.
All right, sorry, there was a cut there, but we're back. We're back, everybody. You're okay? Everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Nick here shook
believe
Trudeau's
it.
hand, ambushed him, called him a fag
3 times.
3 times.
And the Archbishop of the Orthodox Church of Canada. I call
fag.
him a fag, too.
And
Why?
then you wondered why he
Because-
didn't come to your cafe.
Well, listen.
You-
Listen, they're walking like hand in hand down the thing, and it's like I looked at the Archbishop I'm Orthodox, right? As a Christian, I looked at him. I said, first of all, you're with Trudeau, who says, cut off the balls and it's all good.
Yeah.
You must be a fag too. You don't follow the Bible. That's so ipso facto, holding hands with a fag, you must be a fag. I don't know how else to.
It's like, it's like...
3 times. Three separate, 3 years in a row.
Beetlejuice?
Bro, 3 years in a row. You're a fag. You're a fag. you're a
How
fag.
did he respond when you told him that?
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for voting for me. That's exactly what he said. Thanks for voting for me. I'm no word of a lie. Thank you very much. Thanks for voting for me.
How did he know you did vote for him?
Because he's a fag.
He's a fag.
He's a
He knows
silly.
I vote for fags.
That's so funny.
Bro.
Make me laugh.
It is funny to like ambush a media trained person like that.
Do you remember what's his name?
They
That
can't
guy
go
that
off script.
was The NDP.
Jack Layton.
No.
He passed away.
The
Jack
sure you guys know.
Meek
He was
Singh.
Compading?
Comparing. That's a new word. I'm trying to work on a new type of dictionary.
He was
campaigning during the same time that Trudeau won his first conservative.
Oh, Thomas Mulcair.
Thomas Mulcair.
So I was walking down Park Avenue and Thomas Mulcair was there
Ooh.
with his tour bus.
He's
with
a
a bunch
smart
of
guy.
old white ladies
Yeah.
that were around with him.
Yeah.
And I was smoking like a 2-paper Rizla king size
Nice.
fat joint. And as I'm walking by the bus, he's on the bus and he gets on the first step and he looks out and he goes like this, starts waving at everyone, and I just take a fucking huge toke and I just look inside the bus and I filled the bus with smoke. Everyone got out.
They actually
the CSIS people, whatever they
You
are.
cleared it out?
I cleared out the bus. The CSIS people came up to me. They're, hey, what are you doing? I said, bro, I'm just smoking. What's going on over here? There's nothing
that's
going
funny.
on. And so yeah, I smoked on top of
What's
So
with
you
you
got
and all
problems.
these famous
Yeah, you got
people,
problems
man?
with Mulcair.
Trudeau.
So you're a conservative. You smoked the fatty
Is
with
he still
Polyev.
active in federal politics?
No.
Mulcair?
No.
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
actually a.
He was in provincial, I remember.
He teaches at McGill University, and
Really?
he is a correspondent on CJAD.
I do
With
remember
Andrew
this.
Carter
This is not a
morning
question.
show.
He used to be in provincial politics.
Adam,
Shit.
stop it. Nobody believes your nonsense. So are we still at number 4? So number 4.
70,000 Palestinians have died at least.
Tragedy.
So according to the
IDF.
IDF International
Israeli Defense Force.
Israeli
Israeli Defense Force.
So they're cooking the books.
They
It's like
killed
150,000.
70,000
Yeah.
Palestinians
Yeah,
They
and
want to
pretty
save
about
on the taxes. They're always cooking
and
the
about
books.
1,000
Yeah.
Israelis died.
But the IDF says at least, but because they're always like cooking the books,
So clearly
it's
they
like
have.
double, it's more. It's got to be more. It's so
and
fucking
and what
funny.
did Samson Cooperman say about this?
He said, "Oh,
Oh, right.
that's that's what he said." And number 3
Number 3?
is Iran.
Iran.
I ran.
I brought it up
I ran
independently.
so far away.
30,000
couldn't
protesters
get
have
away.
died.
30,000?
Yeah.
And who's killing them?
The government.
We will kill you. You're going out and making the protest. I will kill you with my tanky.
Really? Yeah, that's how they talk. That's how they.
It's
that's
incredible
how.
how
They're running each other
accurate
over
that-
with. They're running each other over with white BMWs.
So is the leader
What?
ready to relinquish, or is he still like wanted to compete?
How would
against...
the leader sound, Nick?
I don't know. You know what?
Just go for it.
It's,
Just go for
The
it.
Iran leader.
I am leader of Iran. I will
Just go
go
for
to
it.
anywhere I like, and I will take that. You will listen to me because I am supreme leader.
Luder.
Oh, that's
it's like
precisely
That's what I think.
that sounds like.
Is it still what Khomeini? Is that still who's the fucking leader? of this
Ayatollah
country?
Khomeini?
Is it the Ayatollah?
I think no. I think
Ahmadinejad? No,
no.
it's not.
No,
That was
bro,
my.
that guy was good.
I like
that was
that
my
guy.
favorite one.
He
I
was-
like that
he was
guy.
the best.
There is no
Ahmadinejad.
homosexual in Iran.
There's
not
not
nobody.
even
Nobody.
So I know a Persian guy told me.
That was the,
He said that there's not even Baba, exactly like this, word for
Baba,
word.
Baba.
Baba, there is not even a one Jew left inside my village because I negotiate them. So he out-negotiated all the Jews and they left. That's what the premise of him telling me that is that he negotiates.
He negotiated the
Not even one Jew he's
not
left.
even one Jew. We had negotiated.
I wanted to enlighten you guys. I think there was a guy named Ayatollah Khomeini. I think his
Yes.
son or something like that. I remember
He was the guy in the
ousted.
80s.
you're a real
But I
fucking
think his
smart
son
cookie,
had
aren't you?
something to do with.
Adam, here.
I watch a lot of what's his name, Patrick David, who's Iranian too. Eh? Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Patrick Ben David, what's his name?
Bet David.
Bet David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I googled him by the way. He left Iran when he was like 10 or 11, and he speaks German. I didn't know that, but
Oh, das sprechen Sie
yeah.
Deutsch. Das ist wunderbar, ja.
That's where they go. Yeah, I was on the plane ride out of Lebanon. It was all these Habibis going to like London or fucking Cologne, Germany, Hamburg, Germany.
Well, yeah, that's where the
going
mass
bit-
rapes happened. You know, that's where
I know.
Sorry, the grapes. Not
A lot of
Great.
Lebanese live in Britain. Probably.
Britain? Not really. I saw maybe like one or two Lebanese
I like that.
restaurants.
He was in Lebanon and he saw one guy named Steve. Like
Yeah.
or Sean or some
Well,
fucking
funny
white-
enough-
He's like, everybody.
I met a guy who's like the nephew of my dad's best friend. His name is Darren.
Say Darren.
Darren.
That is
That's a
Darren
real-
in
that's
Lebanon.
a strong Lebanese name.
Darren.
Darren.
Go on,
Big
what
baby.
Because he was named after his dad's best friend who was in the Vietnam War. Because his dad was like in the Air Force. And
Okay.
His best friend died in Vietnam. And he named
Okay,
his son Darren.
I see.
But because they're in fucking Lebanon,
Yeah.
they're trying to Daron. They're trying to pronounce it something.
Their way, yeah.
Daron. What's your name? Darren.
Darren.
It's Darren.
I remember that gag. Wayne's World did it with Mike Myers. Jeff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a third top news circle is like the Iranian protests. It might lead to a revolution because like you can only like rule people through a theocracy for so long with social media present, and they want to like be free and have fake tits.
Theocracy, yeah, because they were the place to be, Iran, back in the day.
And they always say that
And
they're
then they
not
went
even Muslims.
conservative, and now they're going the other direction.
Quebec was like mostly very like had a theocracy up until like the Quiet Revolution.
Which is why all our bad words come from
Yeah.
the Bible.
And now now they're all
replaced God with government.
Yeah, they're all hookers now.
They replaced God with government.
Yeah, so that's what-
they
that's-
worship the government.
That
Yeah.
is the natural way, and it's
Now,
happening in Iran.
Before society collapses.
Now, George, I have a serious question to ask you.
Wait,
Is
do
the
you have
guy-
a silly question?
Is the leader
Yes,
ready to
yeah.
abdicate, or is he still going to fight? You know,
He's gonna fight.
abdicate. He killed 30,000 people. He's not fucking afraid of anything.
Yeah, because it's like they look at
if I heard somewhere 90% of the population wants democracy. They're tired of him. So
yeah.
I'm just talking about what I heard. But yeah,
Like,
go on.
the government, the Islamic government sees being a rebel more like it sees it as a bigger negative than killing people. Like being a rebel, a dissident is a
This
bigger
reminds
no-no than
me
killing
of
people.
the 50s after World War
Say
II,
that again,
going
George?
into the 60s with the hippies, and then the 60s ending and going into the 70s.
Yeah, well,
They see it as negative, or they don't see it as negative.
it's worse than killing somebody. Like being rebellious
Is worse than death.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the videos out of Iran where they're walking around and slapping the muftis and all of their hats off and their
No,
turbans?
but that's pretty
But my
sick.
question has nothing to do
Bro,
with
it's
killing people. My question is,
epidemic.
how do they feel
Wait,
about
they're
what they're
doing it to the
doing?
religious people?
Yeah.
The
They're walking
government?
around and slapping the muftis their hats off. If you
That's
could find it on
crazy.
YouTube, there's compilations. This
They
is what I
hate-
get
they
into.
hate
Oh, I didn't go down that rabbit
Yeah,
hole yet.
they're
So that's how
starving.
much they're. You know, that kind of happened in Germany too. They became really left wing.
We Germans are not at all like people, but even we have our limits here. That's from The Simpsons. That's just for you, Adam, since you brought up The Simpsons before.
Cool.
Man, who the fuck was it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, and then we'll do number 2.
All right.
Is Ice.
Ice. Yes, that poor guy, the guy, the Italian dude, right? He died. Some guy was
It's
Italian.
Pratty, right? Was thinking his name was Pratty.
Each superpower is having their own like fucking civil disobedience.
But I heard like a lot of them are doing their job, and it
Don't
just
you
so
mean
happen-
8 states, not 8 superpowers?
He's talking about countries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to mention
was
there's a lot of
speaking
individual U.S. states that like are defying the federal government.
We're going to get
Colorado.
in there. We're going to bring the
here we go.
National Guard.
Yeah.
I have to bring this up because there's a guy named Bill O'Reilly who like comments on this. He has podcasts. What
Oh,
Minnesota is doing is out of this world. Honestly,
What are they doing?
there are clear conventions as to when,
Alex
who
Brady
has
for almost
jurisdiction
11
and
days
where.
before he was killed.
And apparently
so this is
Minnesota doesn't
10
want to
days
play by the
before he was
rules.
killed. So he was already a shit disturber. This guy. Is that why they're showing?
Oh no,
this?
no, yeah, he was at he's a what do they call them? Agitators.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
He's like Adam after losing $20 on a bet. Oh, that's agitated.
Is that him? Is that him? This is him on the left.
Yeah.
In the middle of the video, next to the.
Yeah. okay.
Oh, on the left.
him.
Oh,
It's so fucking cold over there too.
Yeah.
Like, fuck man.
Big houses. This is a big. This is a
kidding
nice
me?
neighborhood. Looks like Hampstead.
Yeah, that does look like Hampstead. Could you get off my lawn, please? This is
Max
a little-
Shapiro. Yeah, Max.
Motherfucking. Yeah, the ice shit would backfire. I read something like a year ago. Like the ice shit would backfire if they started doing that stuff in like really good like white neighborhoods.
And didn't they say the Sig Sauer, the gun that just went off, and that's what triggered them? That gun is
Really?
known to misfire.
Yeah.
And like that's what a lot, even gun experts. I was watching videos, and those guns
I can't
misfire
believe-
often. And then they heard the gunfire. The gun had already been taken off of him, and they heard the gunfire and they reacted because obviously, people are going on. The officers are online reading comments. Pew 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 pew. Let's pew pew a nice person. It's like
I can't believe how I can't believe the world is like this now. This is where
it's
we're
just gonna
living.
get worse, but it's
the
not getting
army is
better.
in the streets. It shouldn't
I would
be
like
that.
to-
That's
um,
not the army.
if it's okay with everybody, I'd like to share somebody said by somebody very objective, like that guy Bill O'Reilly. That woman who also got killed by the ICE agents. I got news for you. That woman, correct me if I'm wrong. If you impede a federal investigation, I don't care. If you impede any police investigation, that's a crime, right?
You have to
Police
respect the
officers have to
authority.
do their job. Why that woman was even there, mouthing off and whatever, and then she ran. It's ridiculous. That's
Almost as ridiculous as meeting a girl in Longueuil for her to give you money.
That's
That's a can of worms.
Adam is conducting an investigation. You can't impede that investigation.
Cannot impede the investigation.
Don't
Adam.
impede that pussy motherfucker.
Yeah.
You finna impede that shit.
I
I
be-
want.
Logic,
I
Adam.
be listening to motherfuckers all day long. Adam come down to Longueuil, you get some of that long pussy. You know what I mean? Shit, motherfuckers all up in that.
everything in Longueuil is long,
about
eh?
that long. Well, yeah.
Good one, eh?
Adam, when are we going to
pussy,
playground
motherfucker.
again?
Whenever you ask me.
You got money today?
We're actually going after.
You got money?
Yes and no.
All right, so let's go right after
My
this.
money's accounted for.
What was that?
Hey, Adam.
Man, hey, man.
Yeah,
man,
go ahead.
like,
Oh, look at
let's go-
that.
let's go to
Look,
playground.
Look, you see that? He has that guy. What was that restaurant
That's not
that you
mine,
went
man.
over?
That's between you and
You
you.
went over.
It's the classic Greek restaurant owner thing. He always has a
Yeah,
little stack of cash in his
with the
pocket.
broccoli rabe, with the broccoli rab elastic,
Hey,
the broccoli elastic.
these elastics are from asparagus.
Oh, okay. No, usually the rapini one.
You can't
big
pull
game
out. You
blast
can't
at
pull out one of
Playground, Adam.
cash to.
Have you seen Frank?
I have not.
Look, he's sweating now.
Well,
He saw
once
that
around
and
the
he's like,
holidays.
"Look, is he serious? Are we going
Once.
to playground?"
You know the food's pretty good at Playground.
I heard the buffet at the Montreal casino is pretty good. I haven't been there in 15 years. but
I
heard
haven't
it's
been
good.
to the casino. Really went down. My dad went a couple of
Yeah.
days ago.
If,
a lot of people are playing on their phones, so even you would think the casino's amenities
As soon
and
as they-
shows would be better because people are playing at home. They're playing on their tablets.
As soon as you were able to walk in dressed as a third world pistachio salesman, it was over for the fucking.
Yeah. No, they look like Somali pirates, the people playing blackjack.
The last time.
In the 90s, I remember you go to the casino was an event. You're
Have
right.
you ever seen? Have you ever seen the Asians playing the baccarat over there? Monkey, face card, monkey.
Guys, let me share a story with you.
Monkey.
I remember seeing. I think it was a Chinese woman. You know, in blackjack, you have like a side bet if you get like two kings of the same.
Oh, look how happy you look.
Two kings, for example. I don't care
Yeah.
what do they call that color? The spade, either a spade or a.
This is why he loses.
The same suit.
The guy doesn't even know the cards.
Thank you. If you get
I have a
two
full
cards
house.
of this, if you get two kings of the same suit, it pays you like whatever 20 times or 50
Yeah.
times. She had $50. She had $50 on the side bet, and she had two kings. Let's say two. They were both the spades. And
Yeah.
she got 5,000 on the side bet. So yeah,
Did you
I've
ask
seen-
her out?
There was a Chinese woman in the high roller part of the casino one time.
$25 minimum.
She was bet. No, what are you talking about? She was betting a G note or between 1,000 and 5,000 a hand. She smelt like shit.
Yeah, she probably
She
never.
had about 200 grand in chips in front of her, and she smelt like she's been sitting there for 4 days.
and shat in her pants.
Forget about she
You
had
know, you
other
can
people
complain
shit
to
in her pants for
security.
her.
Eh?
That's how bad she
You
smelled.
can complain to security if someone smells.
Not
It's
on the high
happened to you?
rollers.
No comment.
Monkey.
I went to a casino for the not first time, but like I went to last time like a casino in Ottawa. I had no idea. There's free.
I've been to that casino.
There's free refills for
Yeah.
soda.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just walk in and get
That's-
free soda.
You know George is a kid, yeah. He's like, you know they give you free Coca-Cola. In Vegas,
No,
the
we were-
alcohol is free, my friend.
Really? Well,
In Vegas, you guys, just as long as you keep playing.
And
even at
playground.
playground.
Playground
yeah,
is
me and my friend were dying because one like fucking table, it was all like these Somali kids. And we're just fucking dying. Like, what the fuck did you know about fucking
I
fucking
regret-
anything casino wise?
I regret as an alcoholic not going to playground to enjoy some free booze for a while.
Have you ever seen those videos of, like the big gulp? You're allowed to, what is it, 7-Eleven?
Yes.
Bring your own
Yes.
container.
Yeah, yeah.
And the guy shows up with one of those Gatorade coolers and he just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
empties out the whole slushy machine.
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder,
yeah.
has anyone done that at the casino?
Oh, I should.
Go to
next
playground,
time.
give me a bucket of vodka. I just want a bucket of vodka. I'm going to walk around and make a bucket of drink.
You know what?
Sip it.
Yeah, I used to, when you get to ghetto drinking, when you mix like the Don Julio or
Yeah.
whatever, in the States, in the liquor stores, they have vodka brands that you've never even heard before. Like these names that, the ones that you unscrew and you see the vapors come out.
Oh,
and then you
shit.
mix it
Gilby's.
and you mix it with your
That's
big
a good
gulp.
feeling.
Because that all that sugar from your big gulp, cherry flavored, whatever, mixed with your chasing, motor oil that you're gonna down.
Shit, we gotta put some syrup in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some Jolly
What's that
Ranchers.
stuff they drink? Scissor,
Promethazine.
Scissor
Yeah.
for them, motherfucker, man.
scissor.
Scissor.
Is it still a thing?
Why do the most degenerate establishments on earth have the best food? We're talking casinos, strip clubs,
Hospitals.
hospitals.
Hospital has good oatmeal cookies.
Really?
Yeah, you know those ones like you get in high school.
No shit.
The Big Daddy ones. I
Yeah.
was telling him before that
Big
they hire
Daddy.
they hire special
the-
needs people, so it's full of special needs spit.
They call me Big Daddy, man. This motherfucker. Big
I want to eat some of that Pag from.
Spit in your mouth, call me Big Daddy. So.
Oh, baby, I love it when you call me Big Daddy.
Are you excited for the Super Bowl, you guys?
No.
All right, a
little bit.
Who's
Oh yeah, we got to do a.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
who's the top
New England
five,
and
five?
Seattle.
Is there
Oh,
one left?
Yeah, there's one left.
Okay, go ahead. The top 5.5.
Was the number one?
Number one.
Greenland.
I was gonna bring that up too, but anyways.
So Adam, what happened with Greenland? Did you buy it?
$700 billion, Adam. Can you handle all that
It's
money?
not enough. 700
Guys,
and
here's
one.
the way that I'm looking at this, and I actually researched just for fun. I went on Google that there are parts of that country that are dreadfully cold, like minus
Bill O'Reilly-
60. The southern part, I think, goes down to like minus 5.
Imagine
which is
listening to
okay.
Bill O'Reilly in 2026.
No, this was my
what
own.
the fuck are you
This
doing?
was my own research. So
Jim Cramer
who
told
the
him to
hell
buy
Your own
stocks.
cares
studies.
about an island where no one in their right mind would want to live? in
Well, they
2/3 of
obviously
it, you
have
know?
reason to do that. They want to put military bases or dig for gold or oil. Or they know that the whole world's going to blow up and maybe the northern part
I
of
think
Greenland's
it's a
going to be the
bus-
only
I think
survivable
it's a
thing.
business aspect more than anything.
Oh, no, it's physical.
They've
I
got
think
minerals.
they got to keep China.
Or here's a
out
thought:
of,
a bit of A
Greenland.
and a
That's
bit
what
of
it
B.
is.
You know.
Well, maybe they figured if they buy all the green in Greenland that they'll own the letter green.
Oh, wow.
I hope
They'll
they're.
own the color green.
I'll take
Adam,
it
they
even
get
further.
to own the color
if
green.
you buy the country, everything will be green over there.
That's right.
I hope
And you know
they're,
how they say the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
So that's why Trump is buying it because
Grass is always green on the other side, and on the other side of Greenland's Iceland, and we know that it's green.
So everything around there will be greener too.
and you know who lives there?
Not a clue.
The green giant.
Boom, boom.
Who happens to be green, right?
You know who else is green? Kermit the Frog.
Wow.
I really wish that there's still Nazis in Antarctica.
Oh, there are. Behind the ice wall? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I want that to be. That's my
We have
favorite
time to go
conspiracy.
down a rabbit hole. We have rabbit holes.
Yeah, we got Americans up north, Nazis out in the south.
Well, Argentina.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
Every time I
was,
meet an Argentinian, I ask them if they speak German.
yeah.
Every single time. They're like, I am from Argentina. I was like, oh, sprechen Sie Deutsch? You're speaking German? Yeah.
do a lot of them speak German or just some?
Yes, Adam, because you see the Nazis
Pardon?
they retired in Argentina after
I
the
know,
Second
but what
World War.
proportion of them went there?
All
I don't know
of
if there's
them.
a large pocket or a
All of them.
Even Zafir, he went to Argentina.
All
Do
the
Iranian guy again?
Oh, wow. I hear Hitler, he went to Argentina after the war, and he became a farmer.
yeah. Can you do like two voices at once, like Rick and Morty?
I can have
Yeah.
I can have conversation between Persian guy. I want to sell you this rug. Brother, I think the rug is too expensive. Maybe
That's
we can
pretty sick.
negotiate deal. I cannot make deal for that. I pay. I give it to you for price. I'm losing money, Baba.
Can you do a Persian guy trying to sell a black hood guy a BMW?
Sure, he just did it.
You want this Challenger? You want this Challenger? I give it to you 450 payment, $700. Shit. Yo, hold on. Let me call on my girl 1 second. Yo, baby. He said he about to get me inside this Charger over here. 455 payments is
That's pretty good.
$700. I think, your EBT covered that? Yo, mijo, I accepting EBT. I accept fooding stamp. I accept all of that.
I love this so much.
Incredible. I know. He just keeps.
All right,
He's like
and,
Bill Hader for crying
yeah,
out loud.
and the half. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Adam's back.
Adam's back.
Yes.
Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
That's right.
Guess who's back? Guess
Can we
who's
have
back?
a telethon
Guess
for
who's
Adam?
back?
I love
Yes.
that.
Can we do a gambling telethon where we raise money and then we film Adam while he's gambling the whole time? We just raise it.
Adam had the offer on the table. Josh wanted to bring him, but then Adam backed himself out of it. He said
Can
no.
we crowdfund it?
I have a question, Adam.
Yes.
Are you good at gambling?
No.
Am I good at it?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
That's- I'm going to use very
What's the most
elegant
you ever
words to
won?
answer that. That is situation specific. There are
I-
times when I'm good, and there are times when I let my emotions get the better of me
What's
and
the
I'm not
most
good.
you've ever won?
Emotions. What do you get angry?
5
What-
digits. I'm not going to give the exact number. Low
That's-
5 digits.
Okay, I've won over $20,000 at least 5 times in my life.
Oh
Have
my
you
Well,
done
I've
that?
won that
God.
set amount once. Okay. All right. I'll give you the answer. Somewhere I don't remember exactly. Somewhere around 15 grand, 15 or 16.
Wow.
Once.
And
at
you
the Montreal-
paid the Russian mafia?
Since then, the most I ever won was like 3,000. Playground's a joke. The most I ever won there was 1,200.
Tell them Playground's a joke. Tell
The amount of
Freeway.
money I made
This
there.
podcast is sponsored
Makes
by
my
Plunger.
win
Can
is
we
a
put
joke.
at
I didn't say
Playground for
what I
this
called
one?
a joke.
Have you thought
We're
of
gonna have a
like?
bunch of Mohawks coming to your house.
Yeah, have you thought of getting better at
That's a hard
gambling?
accent to do.
Have I thought of getting better?
Yeah.
I got news for you. Gambling's not a science.
Yes,
I feel,
it
like
is.
I feel like it is though.
There is.
If I was, I'd become a bookie, right? I'd say here, put my- it's
Well,
not.
you wear glasses.
Oh, Adam
People who
comes
wear
to
glasses
casino.
tend to be smart.
Guys, let me see if I can get the popular opinion of everybody in this room. Do you really think that it makes sense for me to say that there are people who have? Let me tell you a little story. There's an operation going on in Vegas with workers and everything, where every day people are number crunching, and they're like bookies, right? They're offering bets, and they make a lot of money. Do you really think it's that easy to just study and then you can take part in that? I bet you it's extremely hard.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna figure it out. That's what a gambler is.
I watched the UFC the other day,
And
UFC 5000 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The commercials, Monster, gambling,
steak.
Coors.
Beer.
Get energized, lose your money, drink. Get
Yeah.
energized, lose your money,
Yeah.
drink. And it was just it was wild.
And that Monster Energy is also like kind of like call your Coke dealer.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I feel pumped up, but not pumped up enough.
Yeah.
My bro,
Yeah.
call up the fucking guy, bring over the streech, bro.
The streech, bro.
Streech machine. This guy is a streech machine.
Oh yeah, Adam. Streech, bro. Guys, before I let you go, I wanted to ask you your opinion. Should we bring Adam back to this show or not?
Asking us.
Have you guys forgotten that this is not like a committee decision? This is my
It
decision.
is. We're deciding
and
it
my
right
decision
now.
only.
Yeah.
We are deciding it right now.
You don't
Yeah.
have a choice in
Adam,
this.
it's either it's you or a new show hosted by you and Samson Cooperman
And Bill O'Reilly.
and Bill
Who
O'Reilly.
the fuck watches Bill?
What? Adam brought up Bill O'Reilly before. Like
I'm
nobody's
so
ever heard of
shocked
him.
by
He's
that.
a
I
very
heard of this
smart
guy.
man.
I've heard of this guy,
I
Bill
encourage
O'Reilly.
anybody to watch his podcasts.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
No shit.
He used
Bill
to be on
O'Reilly.
Fox News, I think. Now he's independent. Now he's an
All right,
independent
guys. Well,
journalist.
everyone, unless you have anything else, you have George. You're going to be at the third floor. You're telling jokes
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, Adam, you're going to be
I'm going to be
driving
at the
kids around.
competitions at the second floor
Nick,
comedy.
you're in the voice Iranian business and ghost kitchens.
I'm going to be doing some work for Poseidon tomorrow.
What? Poseidon update? What are you doing for
Now I have to do
Poseidon?
Poseidon updates now. Fuck.
Something involving his new thing. I got to go, do some stuff.
Wow,
right.
everybody, you heard
He
it
must
here.
be very busy with his real estate, eh?
Oh, he is busy. He's doing well. Thank God. He's doing very well.
Nice.
I was happy to
nice.
hear from him the other day.
Yes. Oh, we love Poseidon, and we
Sick.
wish he would come back. All right. Well, thank you, Mano. Everyone, intellectuals out again. We're
Out.
done.